Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Bergov's castle. And I'll be invited, too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sir Hans always keeps you close at hand. All right then, here's your sausage. And don't forget about me tomorrow. My favourite is boar meat with rosehip sauce and cabbage.
Look what I have for you.
Fuck it. Tankard! Stop with that. Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way. Leave it off.
Henry! Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're going to fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go. Is that the best you... You want to wear me down like that? Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard! Don't get so close to me! Oh. Nice. Back four. Nice. That's the way. Wrong. Good. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever... won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. That's it. You started blocking too soon. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. You have to follow up with a strike. Nice. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard. but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Too slow. Nice. Don't hack at my sword. Strike somewhere else. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself! Your first hit! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! How do you do it? I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Rattay.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Dragging you apart was great fun. You were shit-faced, He was foaming at the mouth, and she was screaming like mad.
I was watching from the table, and I have to say, Henry, you dodged him pretty well. Did you catch a blow at all?
Aye, but nothing worth talking about.
He doesn't go down easy.
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So, we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah.
Shower? I could still be wringing out my brays.
It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path.
Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away.
Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
All right. What was that?
It worked.
What is this
go.
racket here?
Směje se na kasníky, ty jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja do nebe.
Henry, I told you to... Oh my fucking God, you're a... We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Oh, his torch is quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So,
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know.
Stick behind me.
Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails, everything.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
You honestly think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easy here. And that skirmish
Now.
on the other side.
Snuffling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out.
But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against
They're
the
coming
Lefties
here.
yesterday.
Stand
Shouldn't
still.
you be keeping watch instead?
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead
Run!
somewhere on the
Quick!
road, not here. Why are we moving now? Instead of being high up?
No, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
They're here!
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Come here. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
There's a path, but through fissures. Well, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way. Damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him.
Ah, fuck.
Aye.
Where's
But he
Capon?
shouldn't have jumped
He must
down
have
in
fled
the
from them
dark.
through the other gorge. I have to find him.
You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them.
Aye. When the others get here, we'll move in from both sides.
And send someone after me, too.
Got it.
I'll get you! Alert! Alert!
show what you...
Itu ini bil orang dewa ble.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of...
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Pa.
Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear. Come on, I'll help you up. For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. Henry, we have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any...
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survive Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca!
Come on!
Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the car.
Easy.
Hurry.
What about you? Are you mad?
Laura's in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake!
Anything happens, you'll take
Come
care of
on!
me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it.
Take the sword, go into the house. and grab
But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Easy. Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
I'll fetch her and follow right behind. I'll go with you. No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake! Come on, Henry. Focus.
You can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run.
No. Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Bugs.
Link it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Nobody here. You're just imagining things. Just a little further. No. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. Henry. Wake up.
Bugs.
Link it together. You'll see.
The
You're a
Linden tree.
warrior. You can do this.
Just like Father always wanted.
Just a little further. No, we can't stop.
And Pa.
Henry. Wake up.
I let them all down.
You never let me down. Henry. A light. No, we can't stop. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go. Wake up.
I see the light. All down.
You never let me down. Henry. A light. No, we can't stop. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go. Hold on. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Hold on. Please. Hold on.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Pavlena, is it Let's have a look at you.
Greetings,
It's all right.
Fear not.
My parents.
We mean you no harm.
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think against scum!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Think against scum!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army.
They attacked without warning. Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Who burned it to the ground?
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulin. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Get up now. There's work to be
Sir
done.
Marquardt von Aulin. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever. He was on the edge there for a bit. And
But you'll help him, won't you?
so God willing. Last night, well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling? He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me.
Damn!
I'll go and check.
Wound is still bleeding.
When you're done with everything,
Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Damn. Wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Quick before I bleed out. Quick before I bleed out. Aye, true bliss is a full belly. Damn, this wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Aye, true bliss is a full belly. Damn, this wound is still bleeding. Bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Damn! This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Feel like a new man. Ooh, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Damn! The wound is still bleeding. Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. It up quick before I bleed out.
Bandage that wound of yours, would you? I don't want to have to raise you from the dead again. I gave you bandages.
Bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Bandage that wound of yours, would you? I don't want to have to
Damn! This wound is still bleeding. That's really good. So good. Aye, true bliss is a full belly. Feel like a new man. Damn! This wound is still bleeding. I better back. I feel like a new man. Damn! This wound is still bleeding. Better back. wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Damn! Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Damn! Wound still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Damn! Aye. True bliss is a full belly. But through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I turn out.
I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nate climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him. Aye, but he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watching here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you think I don't know. They must have come this way. And send someone after me too. Got it. I'll get you! Alert!
Hans!
Alert!
Hey, Hans!
Show your stuff! At him!
Hey, Hans!
I've been waiting for you! Get out of here right now! Show your stuff! At him! I've been waiting for you! Get out of here right now! Show your stuff! I've been waiting for you!
Damn! His wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. I feel like a new... Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Man. Damn! The wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Bandage that wound of yours, would you? I don't want to have to raise you from the dead again. I gave you bandage.
bleed out. Damn.
Bandage
Wound is still bleeding. Better bandage. Get up quick before I bleed out. Get up quick before I bleed out. There's a path, but through fissures. Well, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I turn in.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. Trying to catch up with them. Aye. But he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watching here. Give me a shout if you think I don't know. They must have come this way. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg and kept going after me too.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
What? Alert! Alert!
This looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, God, I found you. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
What? Alert! Alert!
You're a dead man!
My way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life,
You're
son?
a dead man!
How are you holding up?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
It's not so bad.
Henry, concentrate. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. Henry, we have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and
You'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy.
Hurry.
What about you? Are you
Your
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
somebody.
Christ's sake.
If anything happens, you'll take care
Come
of you.
on. You can hardly stand, damn it.
Take the sword, go into the house.
But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Easy. Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
I'll fetch her and follow right behind. I'll go with you. No. You'll do what I say right now. Take the sword to somebody.
For Christ's sake. Come on. Henry. Focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run.
No. Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Run.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. You're just imagining things. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. No. Don't give in. Just a little further. Hang in there. Henry, together. Wake up. You're a warrior. You can do this.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
Just a little further. No, we can't stop.
And Pa. I let them all down.
You've never let me down.
The linden tree.
Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
No, we can't.
We've got to go.
Stop.
I see the light. All down.
You've never let me down. Hold on. Hold on. A light. We got to go.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on.
What happened?
He's taken care, and so you will love.
I have to.
You won't get.
But you'll help.
God, well, I'll go check. How are you? Your I did my. And now you take this.
Thanks. But I need to get.
You slept. What I found it. No doubt. If that ain't. And.
I won't. God.
Bushenas.
I'm.
I know. I'll go and check.
But you'll help.
God, well, I'll go check. How are you? Your I did my. And now you take this.
Thanks. But I need to get.
You slept. What I found it. No doubt.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Bushenas. I know. I'll go and pull through.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. I feel like a new man. Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Damn. This wound is still bleeding. Bandage it up quick before I bleed out. I feel like a new man. Damn! This wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Wound is still bleeding. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will.
You didn't faint while doing
But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good. The best and fastest remedy for that
All right.
is chamomile decoction.
Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
It makes me anxious too. Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him? I'll see what I can manage.
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the
any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him? I'll see what I can manage.
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again. So's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again. So's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
looking for something? Are you looking for something?
How are things going here?
The land is good. Apart from those assholes up in the hill, that is.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastards. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me. I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up, then. Those nasty Tackleite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head. Understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know, mess with him for stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence. All right?
Of course. It wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is. You know, mess with him.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
And our pasture. But remember, no violence. All right?
Of course. It wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is. You know, mess with him.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Oh well.
Oof, I'm as hungry as a wolf.
This property belongs to someone else.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
This property belongs to someone else.
Scotch, good day.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Oh,
I could
well,
go for something to
what
eat
can you
now.
do? Farewell, then.
I'll have a look at the...
Oh,
I could
well,
go for something to
what
eat
can you
now.
do? Farewell, then.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure. Why not?
I'll have a look at the...
And it looked like we'd never agree.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure.
I really need to eat something.
What do you want? You but make it quick.
What do you... And it looked like we'd never agree.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
I'd like to do something about that price.
I really need to eat something.
What do you want? You but make it quick.
What do you... And it looked like we'd never agree.
Hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Really need to eat something.
What do you want? You but make it quick.
What do you...
Word about the...
Sure.
Hmm.
I hope you'll be satisfied. my friend.
Word about the...
Sure. I hope you'll be satisfied.
Greetings.
What do you have for sale?
Greetings.
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about...
Sure.
I'll go for that. Let's talk about...
Sure.
I'll go for that.
I need something to eat.
기술아도야.
I'll have a look at you.
Купил сукчищина.
I need something to eat.
I'll have a look at you.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need. A few days ago, I salvaged...
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simi and Fatela Bartashak. If you only knew how...
And where did the wagon...
On the roads near the cat. I can't tell you how... Welcome. You can
Sorry
buy
to hear that.
everything.
Me too.
A few days ago, I salvaged...
What do you have for sale? Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simi and Fatela Bartashak. If you only knew how...
And where did the wagon...
On the roads near the cat. I can't tell you how...
Sorry to hear that.
Me too.
What do you have for sale? Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simi and Fatela Bartashak. If you only knew how...
Where did the wagon...
On the roads near the cat. I can't tell you how...
Sorry to hear that.
Me too.
What do you have for sale?
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
day to you.
Good day.
shit! Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough. Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough. I feel quite hungry. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it, chamomile. Quite hungry. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. Purple flower. Damn, the shoulder still hurts like hell. Even now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. What's that dog making such a fuss about?
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Shoulder still hurts like hell.
Did you fucking hear me? Tell me what you want here, or you'll see.
Shut your mouth and start praying, you arsehole. Don't think I don't know what you are.
Get ready to face your maker. Get ready to face your maker. Did you fucking hear me? Tell me what you want here, or you'll see.
Shut your mouth and start praying, you arsehole. Don't think I don't know what you are.
Get ready to face your maker. Get ready to face your maker.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people.
Did they hurt you?
They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Who do you think they were? Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba. Twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that
Well,
my Pavlena wasn't
I
here.
must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left.
So I'll take your word.
I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you 2 the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it. But fresh is best anyways.
Me?
It's a shame my daughter
I
Pavlena
thought
ain't
you'd
back
do that.
I will not. I'm telling you, I'm as blind as a mole. And without Pavlena, everything takes me forever. It'd be done by now if you didn't keep making excuses.
True enough.
At least I can tell you
Sorry.
how to go about it.
I'll do what's needed.
Me?
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. And without Pavlena, everything takes me forever. It'd be done by now if you didn't keep making excuses. But it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. But it'll be better if
Hungry, I could eat a horse.
by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. But it'll be better if
Hungry, I could eat a horse.
by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Hungry, I could eat a horse. fuck. Ah. Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof. Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
I want to get it done before nightfall. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. So you've got them at hand. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
When's the last time I ate something? Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
When's the last time I ate something?
Chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell! Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah.
I
thought you'd never wake.
dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you.
Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
You must be Pavlena.
Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel? And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge the sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
It might sound strange. Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
Henry! I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine!
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bozhena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds. Bozhena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some...
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans, but with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes
Fortuna Juva.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then? Lord or a priest could know Latin. And priests they ain't. I can tell.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was!
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word, fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Rattay, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Berghoff, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose. And you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you. sir.
bless you.
Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry. For coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
For coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going? I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
What about the rest of our company?
So did I.
Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right.
The rest of our company.
They were damned good lads.
Else have got away?
I'd known oats since childhood. They didn't stand a chance.
Hold on a bit.
But you're right.
Before we hit the road, there's something you should know.
I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial.
I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Hold on a bit. I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponent. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. Never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon.
Fucking shit!
Of Perkstein. Heir
Fucking
to
cunts!
Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy!
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I am under strict orders to admit no strangers.
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
In King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks
No, wait.
like.
Wait, one moment!
Waste on you.
Be gone!
What the fuck was that?
Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment! So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
What the fuck was that?
No, wait. Wait, one moment! So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
What the fuck
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days. This is not far off. Peace and quiet. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh? Was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different We could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
No, I was thinking more like we could find a good spot to ambush them, stealthily. We could manage to take them, even just the two of us. Take them down one at a time. One after another.
Right. And with what? Sticks and stones? Henry, use your head. That would be suicide.
Well then, we might as well just head back to Rattay.
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock. Right. And with what? Sticks and stones? Henry, use your head.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
I'll tell you 4 reasons. Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajeneth. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Yeah. Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission.
Here we are.
Get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our
Gentlemen.
Go back to Rattay with our heads held high.
What is this
I promise you that.
stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
Quite bear that witch. Wench.
What I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her. What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
We divided up fairly.
Talk about your captain.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey,
Poor Captain Thomas might never get
go
back.
around mixing with my
First, I have to settle our debt.
Go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
We divided up fairly.
Talk about your captain.
First, I have to settle our debt.
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord Von Burghoff is beside himself.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait. More then. I'll be back.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
Sorry to bother you, but you were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits?
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you! I work at the castle. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye. Mention it again.
Please.
Anyone
I
else?
don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to Von Burghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye. You can't get into the castle.
I don't know what's up.
And even if you could, that was the King's messenger.
I need your help.
Von Burghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again! You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever...
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Can't it wait? We've got coin,
Why
just
you standing here like a pillar of salt?
not at the moment.
Are you ready? Oh, why? We'll pay you back when we see you again, which is never. You pair ordered a lot Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits. He vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry.
Carrying sacks?
I need you to haul the sacks.
Sorry, but we'd be wasted on that kind of work. We can do a lot more than just lugging stuff from place to place.
I can't wait to hear this. Go on, impress me. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy. And then
Before we were ambushed, we were carrying an important message for Lord von Berghoff. We're envoys, important messengers. If you need someone to negotiate for you, we're your men. The sacks of flour? No, thank you.
Ambushed envoys, eh? Jesus, there's no end of trouble with them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. And I couldn't care less if you're envoys or common vagabonds. Got that?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking? Like it or not, you can't pay
Skalitz.
what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you
I heard
actually
some
from?
talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench. Ah, nobody's talking about nothing
Could I get to
else.
the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks
It
get
seems that's
married,
really our only
that's a
chance.
feast that's a lot different from when What's that? Santa gets hitched to
Oh,
a bathhouse
nothing.
wench. If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over
Could I
there.
get to the wedding
Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Seems that's really our only I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks.
Oh, nothing.
I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. What can I get for you? Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a... But he's a good
First I
lad.
have to settle our debt. I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sakra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event. I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from... All right, I understand. If we both do I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favour.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
God, I'm bored shitless.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Cheers, my friends!
God, I'm bored shitless.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me. To success!
Cheers, my friends!
What now?
God bless. Bottoms up! God bless.
Bring me something to eat. That was our company. But the 2 of us managed to get away. It was the same bandit. You hear about what happened at the big wheel? Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand? But the 2 of us managed to get away.
Yes, that's what you said last year. And the one before that. It's good for you. Pickled cabbage dries out the black fire. No way of proving it. Lots of people.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Stop insulting our dead companions!
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like. but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Well, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Take your numbskull and get out of our village. Right now.
And you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
He's the one. I'd like to see that.
Now you fucked up. Take a nice strike.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Oh.
What the hell is going on here?
Bastards!
Grab them vagabonds!
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
We'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that
Just
mess.
who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You
What?
pull me out of
Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? Ugh, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you...
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
A week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rattay Green. Oh, that's enough.
Now you've gone too far.
This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. I understand. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it.
I understand you need to
My
take it
life
out.
went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Lord von Berghoff!
I'm gonna skin you both alive. Oh shit. Why? Where were we?
Isn't that?
Otto! Go on, get out of my sight! What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding.
Get out of my sight!
I bid you farewell.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you.
You're Henry,
you
right?
stuck-up Lord of
Or
Perkstein.
was it the other one? Hey, over here.
What do you want? But make it quick.
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and take care. What do you want? But make it quick.
Show me your wares.
I'll have a look at the ware.
Thank you, and take care. What do you want? Make it quick.
Show me your wares.
I'll have a look at the ware.
Thank you, and take care. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. And come again, friend. And come again, friend.
The Lord be with...
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slight.
But I don't have any money. Look at...
I don't want anything from you.
Uh-huh.
I've been begging for alms here, and that's thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Oh well. Not now things can...
Yes, probably right, unless...
You're still alive. Like Tomcat or...
I don't have any money. Look at... Do you know anything more about Tom?
They say he's a master swordsman.
And that's thanks to you.
Do you think Tomcat might...
No offense.
You're welcome. I don't want to pull wagons.
Well,
Well, sure.
more like some trick.
Yes, probably right, unless...
You're still alive. Like Tomcat or...
Oh well.
Don't worry.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman.
Do you think Tomcat might...
No offense.
I don't want to pull wagons.
Well,
Well, sure.
more like some trick.
Oh well.
Don't worry.
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might. Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
How dare you speak to me like that, you impudent fool? You're either blind or stupid.
What are you trying to say?
That you are addressing a nobleman with that vulgar gob of yours. My retinue is a whistle away.
Really? And are they real or just ghosts? I don't see or hear anyone.
I went ahead to check the road, but they're right on my heels.
I see. An esteemed lord who does his own exploration, eh? You look more like your only companions are fleas. And your only experience with horses is eating them.
Well, no, really. They're waiting for me over there, on the other side of the brush.
Well, let me test it out then, eh? I'll just stick a blade in you, and we'll see if anyone comes to help you. You're a dead man!
Really? They're waiting for me over there, on the other side of the brush.
Let me test it out then, eh? I'll just stick a blade in you, and we'll see if anyone comes to help you.
Dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of mud. Dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of mud. There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Round. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb-woman's place. Something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb-woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him. Ask her whether she's seen him. Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life, and mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena. And since you're here, would you help an old woman with something?
I promised I'd pay you back.
It's about Pavlena.
My word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of
Have you
me
seen a stray
and
dog
Sir
around?
Hans.
I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Sucker. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine.
All right,
I'm
good wife.
very worried about her.
I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place. Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place.
Another round. I'm putting this nicely, since you're practically...
God bless you.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Kopanina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Kopanina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
Did you see him by any chance? And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest. No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting.
Why did you do that?
Right in front of him.
Nice hit!
Attacked a deer. That's enough. Wolves and dogs.
Oh! For Christ's sake!
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else. Come on then!
Hey, get him!
Do that!
Now you're mine! Nice hit!
Come on then!
Hey, get him!
Dark's red hair. Someone's lying here.
Now you're mine! Nice hit!
Hey! What's wrong? Wake up!
Lord B. I hear you have some problems with wolves.
You can say that again. Those fucking mangy beasts are eating my sheep. They take them like they were for sale at the market.
Did you notice an ordinary mutt amongst those wolves?
You know, there might have been. I didn't get a close look at them, but one seemed to be smaller and was a strange colour.
That could have been mutt.
If I understand you, you're looking for your dog and think he might be with those wolves, right?
That's right. I'll have to find that pack to see if it's him.
I'll say, since you're already going after that pack, would you mind doing a good deed? If you kill those furry fuckers, there'll be a reward in it for you.
That could have been mutt.
If I understand you, you're looking for your
Why not?
dog and think he might be with those
I can kill
wolves,
two birds
right?
with the one stone.
That's great. It'll be well worth your while.
I hope so.
Since you're already going after
Where can I find that wolf pack?
I was grazing my sheep up on the slope last time, by the forked birch, and those monsters learned to go there. I don't take my sheep there anymore, but those fuckers still go sniffing around over there.
So we'll bring your flock up there again and wait and see if they come.
Are you fucking mad? I don't want to lose any more sheep. I think you just need some bait.
Not even one single sheep. I promise I'll look after it.
Well, I could lend you Ignatius. He's the stupidest ram I've ever seen. Or the brightest. Depends on how you look at it.
Up there again and wait and see if they come.
Are you fucking mad? I don't want to lose any more sheep. I think you just need some bait.
Not even one single sheep. I promise I'll look after it.
Well,
all right. I'll take Ignatius and go and have a look around that forked birch. Will he come with me, or will I have to lead him up somehow?
That bugger will follow you himself. Just wave a carrot in front of his face. He's mad for carrots. I can't even count the times he's rammed his way into my house to get some. I happen to have one here. If you take it with you, he'll follow you around like a loyal dog. When you get to the pasture, just throw the carrot and then go and hide. Ignatius will stay there.
Where can I hide there?
There's a thicket across the road. But don't worry, if the wolves go after the sheep, they won't notice you. But you'll hear them from far away as they get closer. I don't know anything more horrifying than the sound of their damned howling.
See you soon, my friend.
Ignatius will stay there.
Where can I hide there?
There's a thicket across the road. But don't worry, if the wolves go after the sheep, they won't notice you. But you'll hear them from far away as they get closer. I don't know anything more horrifying than the sound of their damned howling. See you soon, my friend.
Do you want to go back home? You must be afraid. Mike, you aren't afraid of anything. I respect that. You want to go back home? You must be afraid. Mike, you aren't afraid of anything. I respect that.
Greeting.
Since you're always walking around the ponds here, did you notice a stray dog wandering about?
What? A dog? Do you think he came here to poach fish? Now sheep? Well, that would be another story.
And why did you specifically mention sheep?
A while back I heard Siegfried the shepherd complaining about them. Or about the gamekeeper. Or both. Why didn't you go and ask him yourself?
I've already spoken with him. Is there anyone else around?
Look, I'm interested in things that swim in the water. Go and ask the gamekeeper about things that run around in the forest. He lives here, on the other side of the pond, but be careful. He drinks like a fish.
Thanks. I'll try and ask him. Otherwise, you haven't heard any talk of stray dogs around here, have you?
No, if it doesn't have fins and scales, I'm not interested in it. Though one night I was way down on the southern end of Rock Tower Pond, the big one, I have a spot there where I catch catfish. Well, I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. A noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
See you later, my friend. And all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. A noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
See you later, my friend. And all of a sudden I hear howling. Just any old
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. He wouldn't dare miss that by wandering around the woods for so long. What would Lord Simming think if we didn't show up? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time out in the woods, but I've got a really bad feeling about it this time. One time, Vostatek didn't come home for 4 days after his horse broke its leg in the woods. I had a feeling right away that something bad had happened. And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help me? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time.
So your husband got lost when he was out hunting, and you want me to go and find him?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it's dangerous. But you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts. Do you reckon you could help me?
All right. I'll bring Vostatek back to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't send you if I didn't think it was necessary, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. He's our son. Vostatek takes him on the hunt with him sometimes. He might know where he was headed today.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there.
See you soon, my friend.
But I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. He's our son. Vostatek takes him on the hunt with him sometimes. He might know where he was headed today.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there.
See you soon, my friend.
Forked birch. I think I've found the spot. Forked birch. I think I've found the spot.
Good day.
I'm back because of those wolves of yours.
Ah, I'm glad to see...
You don't need to worry about them anymore.
You don't say.
I didn't find my dog among...
Did you try to ask our gamekeeper? He doesn't live far away.
See you soon, my friend. Good day.
I'm back because of those wolves of yours.
Ah, I'm glad to see...
You don't need to worry about them anymore.
You don't say.
I didn't find my dog among them.
Did you try to ask our gamekeeper? He doesn't live far away.
See you soon, my friend.
Back because of those wolves of yours.
I'm glad to see...
You don't need to worry about them anymore.
You don't say.
I didn't find my dog among them.
Did you try to ask our gamekeeper? He doesn't live far away.
God bless you. God bless you.
What? Huh.
What a nice maypole. It'd be a shame if something...
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Really, very nice.
I'll say the best in the county. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's the only one. We toppled the one in Jelyov. They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us.
What a nice
I don't think they're going to try anything
It'd be
after
a
that
shame if
beating
something-
anyway.
What? Nothing.
Even if they do, Hennique will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again. Best in the county. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's the only one. We toppled the one in Jelyov. They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us. I don't think they're going to try anything after that beating anyway.
Nothing, I suppose.
Even if they do, Hennique will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again.
God grant you help.
Greetings.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience could come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it? As it happens, I have to forge a
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it? Excuse me?
Sure thing. Get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Furnace is cold now. Excuse me? Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better. Some things, like swords, tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. That's exactly the straw color we want. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. you've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. It's cooled now. You can't do it all at one time. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. See how Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about? Keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get
Thanks.
cold.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. There's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that?
What do you think?
You aren't going to help me?
Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. What are you here for, friend?
What do you have for sale?
What are you here for, friend?
What do you have for sale?
What are you here for, friend?
What do you have for sale?
Great. I'm glad you found what you were. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend. Looking for. Take care, friend.